Howdy, y'all, and welcome to Episode 5 of the Barnyard Banter podcast, where boots meet microphones and agriculture takes center stage.
We're your hosts, Peyton Roberts
and Riley Rinke. We're members of the Axtell FFA chapter, and we're on a mission to bring the ag industry to life. One story, one laugh, and one barnyard tale at a time.
Each episode, we'll be chatting with farmers, ranchers, ag teachers, FFA members, and industry experts out there making a difference in the world of agriculture.
Whether you're hauling hay, feeding calves, planting crops, or simply just curious of where your food comes from, this podcast is for you.
So sit back, grab a sweet tea, or hop on the tractor as we take a look into the deep, wild, and wonderful world of agriculture.
Welcome to Barnyard Banter. Alright, first off, we'd like to thank our amazing guests for joining us today as we take a closer look into the students' SAE projects. Alright, Payne, I think you know what time it is. Trivia. What year was barbed wire invented?
Riley, I have no clue. Let me take a wild guess. 1874?
How'd you know? Payne, why don't you introduce our guest?
So today we have two Axtell FFA members who won Proficiency awards in their respective categories. So first we have Grady Luke, and second we have Luke from Axtell, Texas. So Luke, can you tell us a little bit about how long you have been involved?
We've both been involved for 3 years.
That's great. So Grady, what LDEs do you do?
I competed in green hand skills and job interview.
What about you, Luke?
Chapter conducting in 8th grade.
Okay, so what CDEs do y'all do?
I compete in dairy cattle evaluation and also horse judging.
What about you, Luke?
Dairy cattle judging.
Okay, so what is your SAE project, Grady? I know it's related to cattle.
My SAE project has been beef cattle production and beef cattle placement.
Luke, what was your project?
I did it on farming, so corn, cotton, wheat, and silage.
That's really interesting. So can you tell us a little bit about what your project consists of? Like, I know, Grady, you work at different cell barns, correct? So can you tell us a little more about that?
Most of the cell barns I go to, I work there for at least 8 hours. And then I have one that I work for. It's a stocker operation called Far Cattle Company.
Okay, so Luke, what does like a typical day in the life look for you consisting of farming?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Like, some days you're working on the stuff, and some days you're spraying or planting.
So, Grady, can you give us a backstory on your family's involvement, like, within your SAE project?
My family really impacted me through the cattle that we have raised, from my uncle, my grandpa, even my dad. We started our own cattle company the year I started my SAE project, which was in 2022. And it's really helped me involve more in the agriculture industry and helped me reach out to more people that are in the agriculture industry to help me with my SAE projects.
That's great. Luke, what's your backstory on your family?
So we've been farming for 5 generations. I'll be the 5th one, and I just want to keep it going, and yeah.
That's a great goal.
So has your family been doing it like since you were little, like you've been raised on the farming? Okay. Really cool. So Grady, what do you think the greatest challenge you face with these projects is?
There's been a lot of challenges through my SAE projects, learning how to keep record books and even just meeting different people and the challenges you have to overcome to not be shy and just to talk to other people and reach out and get help through the agriculture industry.
Luke, what about you? What do you think a challenge that like you faced during your SAE project is, or just like throughout your time in farming?
Mine is probably getting the pictures taken and uploading them and doing that.
So how has your project grown since you initially started? So I know, Grady, you said you started in 2022. So has your roles changed at all? What does your involvement kind of look like with it now versus how it was in the beginning?
When I started, I really didn't know a whole lot about how a cell barn worked. Like, I knew we dropped cattle off there the day before the sale, and then I knew we picked up our check after the sale the next day. But getting to work in the back and learning how to sort cattle and pair sizes up and load different trucks has really made me think more about the cattle industry and how it really affects our life and the other people around us. The Farr Cattle Company, I've really grown through giving different vaccinations to different kinds of cattle and seeing different kinds of cattle come through there.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I know you work at different sale barns, correct? So what do your job look like? Does it vary from sale barn, or do you do the exact same thing at all of them?
Depends on the sale barn and the typical day at the sale barn.
Mm-hmm.
At West, I do a whole lot more than I would at Corsicana because of the head we run through there. We run a lot, around 2,300 head to maybe 3,000 on a good day. At Corsicana and Hubbard, we run around 500 head, and those two are smaller sales, so it varies a lot. I stay on a side that we push cattle up to the front of the barn so they can sell them. And at Hubbard, or at West, I end up pinning them in the back and sorting cattle.
Do you have a favorite sale barn that you like to work at? Because I know they're different versus sizes. So do you have a specific one you like working at the best?
I really don't like the sale barns, but West is going to be my favorite just because of the people you meet through there. There are a whole lot of different buyers and different sellers that come through West, and it's just a whole lot more people that are more nicer to you.
Gotcha. So, Luke, what about you? I know you said you farm different types of crops. So, what seasons do you farm them in?
Corn, it'll be around July. Wheat, it's May to June. And then cotton, it's sometimes September, sometimes November. Just depends on the weather and the year you've had.
I gotcha. Does y'all's family do anything in specific to prepare for any storms or anything, or is it just kind of luck of the draw?
It's luck of the draw, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Grady, what would you say your greatest accomplishment has been within your project area?
Just meeting the different people and getting the different jobs that I've gotten through the sale barns and through different evaluations that I've gone through. Like getting to work for one of the guys that run the West Sale Barn. I've grown through the sale barn, and gotten to build my name up for myself and the reputation I have.
So would you say meeting the new people that you have at the sale barn has made you a better person or a better someone, or better to be in a job and all that stuff?
It has made me realize that I have a whole lot more skills that I can put to the job than just what I used to put to. And meeting those people and them helping me get to where I'm at today has really helped my projects.
Yeah, that's great, the growth that you've seen in yourself. So I know you talk a lot about the people you got to meet. So do you have a favorite memory from a sale barn, or a favorite memory that you've had within your SAE project?
My favorite memory from my SAE project is getting to meet different people that come through the sale barns and getting to load the different kinds of trailers and trucks and seeing the different trailers that has been made over the years, from one of the oldest trailers to one of the newest trailers today.
So, Luke, what do you think your greatest accomplishment or success within your project has been?
Just carrying on the family tradition.
Yeah. So would you say, knowing that you love this job and you love doing what you do, that is what your greatest accomplishment has been?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, Grady, I know you said you started your project around the same year that you joined at FFA, and I know you were involved kind of in junior FFA as well. So how has your time in the FFA helped with your project?
It has really helped through different things that the FFA has to offer for us, like the different teachers that come through, the different people that you get to meet and learn through the projects that they have done, and them just helping you on your SAE projects, your show projects, anything that you have in the FFA. If you can meet someone, take that opportunity and get them to help you.
Yeah, would you say also the communication skills you've learned from your LDEs and stuff also are very helpful, like in the cell barn?
Yes, it's really made me want to reach out to different people and not be shy about anything. It makes me want to keep talking to different people and getting to know them more.
Yeah, what about you, Luke? How has your time at FFA helped you within your projects?
Just learn more about the agricultural side and just learn about it.
Yeah, did you have a ton of knowledge of other agricultural topics before, or like was it just farming?
I kind of knew on it, but not as much as I know now of what I've learned.
Gotcha.
So, Grady, what's your plans after high school?
I have two different pathways I would like to go. Either go to Texas Tech or West Texas A&M and go get my ranch management degree and range degree. And if I can't get a ranch management job, I plan to go work for the USDA and tell different ranchers how to plant the grass, when to plant it, and how to graze their cattle that they have.
It's really interesting. What about you, Luke? What are your future plans?
Just be a mechanic, diesel mechanic, and then go into farming.
So, do you want to attend a college?
TSTC for diesel mechanics, and then go into farming.
So, what is it like knowing that you won state in your proficiency area? Grady, I'll start with you first.
It's a whole lot different from getting different people to help you with it, to try and advance.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing that I have an ag teacher that has really been behind me the whole way of going through it has really made a difference.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like advancing and stuff like that and doing really well at state contests, like I know like in my experience, I've seen that like my hard work really like pays off, and I think that's something that is really cool because like all your work in the cell barns over the years, it's really like paying off. Yeah.
Grady, what has been your favorite part of the cattle industry that you've learned?
Getting to raise my own cattle, buying different Beefmaster cattle to show, and then also raising my own corny cattle that I've started to raise 3 years ago, starting, and just getting the calf crop off of them and getting to see the money that I make and the different people that want to help out.
What about you, Luke? What is your favorite part about farming?
I don't know. I just like driving the tractors and just, I don't know. It's just fun.
How like long are you typically on the tractor, like driving it for? Like in a regular day, does it vary or?
Yeah, it varies, but it just depends on the weather or just if something breaks or that.
Yeah. So, Grady, what skills have you learned while working in your placement? I know you've learned different things at different cell barns. So, what different skills have you learned?
Just the different cattle evaluation, how to size up cattle and how to load the different trucks and trailers, and even giving different vaccinations through the Farr Cattle Company and learning how to doctor sick cattle. It's really helped me grow through my projects and through the different ways of life that I've chosen to live.
Yeah. So what about you, Luke? What skills have you learned?
Just how to operate different tractors and different seed varieties and brands and how they work.
So, Grady, we know you like rodeo and you're involved. So, how has rodeo affected your skill set and your different jobs?
At the Farr Cattle Company, we have to rope a lot of our sick cattle. So getting a rope and rodeo has really showed a different skill impact that I have to bring to the table for Farr Cattle Company. At the cell barn, sometimes you have some get out and you have to go rope them or you have to pin them. So rodeoing has really helped bring another skill to the cell barns and Farr Cattle Company for me.
So, what rodeo events are you involved in?
We do a bunch of ranch rodeos, which is 4 people on a team, and there's different varieties of events that you would do on a ranch or in a cell barn. I also do team roping, calf roping a little bit, and sometimes ride ranch broncs for fun.
So, Luke, can you tell us a little bit about how drones have impacted your farming?
Just how to check and see if there's, I don't know, any corn or wheat that is down, or I don't know.
How often do y'all use y'all's drones?
Not that much.
Okay.
No.
When did you start using drones, or when were you introduced to the thought of drones?
Well, it was when I was little. We got it to map out a field, and then we kind of just didn't use it, and then I started using them again.
So would you say your knowledge of drones have grown over the years? So now that you know how to operate them and video off of them?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to move kind of like into your influences. So who would you say your biggest mentor within your project area was, Grady?
There was a lot of people that really influenced me and made an impact on my life through the cattle industry. There's people that work the sale barns and run the sale barns that have influenced me, but what really made an impact on me was my grandpa, my uncle, and my dad. That seeing them work their cattle and seeing the different kinds of cattle that we work together has really impacted me in my life.
So what have they done that has really just stuck with you? Like you talked about your grandpa, your uncle, your dad. What did you do that made you realize like this is what you want to do?
It's ever since I was little, I've always strived to be a cowboy or the guy that's run cattle through my family, trying to keep it in the family. I've seen different ways of working cattle, from working for different people, but mainly what's really stuck with me is the way that I get to work with my family and how much fun we get to have while doing it.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So Luke, what about you? Who would you say one of your biggest mentors who's helped you along your journey with farming is?
Probably my grandpa and dad.
Yeah, what do you think, like, is there a specific, like, lesson or something that they've taught you that really sticks out to you?
Just work hard, and they work hard, so you try to match what they're doing.
How was it difficult to manage your projects and school life? Because I know like you have to be out there for a certain amount of time, but you also have homework and projects for school. How did you manage your time?
Early days and late nights is really all I can say about that. Getting up before the sun comes up just to do what you have to do before you leave for school. When you get home, you do your schoolwork and then go back outside and finish what you didn't get to finish in that morning, I guess. It's hard to manage your time, but once you get a handle on it, it's really easy.
Luke, what about you?
Just hope you get it done before the period starts.
Yeah, so we're going to do a quick fire round, so you're going to choose, like, one or the other topic. And so, Grady, you're going to be first. So, work clothes or official dress?
Work clothes all day.
Academic or animal science?
That one's going to be... I'm going to have to go with animal science on that one.
Horse judging or job interview?
Horse judging all day.
Horseback or on foot?
Horseback every day, all the time.
George Strait or Alan Jackson?
Oof. George Strait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Luke. Corn or cotton?
Cotton.
Tractors or trucks?
Tractors.
Planting or harvesting?
Harvesting.
Dairy cattle or chapter connecting?
Dairy cattle.
Welding or woodworking?
Welding.
All right.
So we will now have our ag report. So our ag report is going to be over the HOT Fair and Rodeo. So locally in Waco, Texas, we have the HOT Fair and Rodeo every October. So this year the dates are October 2nd through the 12th. So you can come out to the rodeo, and there's something for really everyone. So if you have any kids that want to get involved with the academic side we have the academic rodeo, and so you can sign your kids up for that. We also have livestock exhibitors showing different sheep, goats, cattle, and different livestock breeds throughout the week, and you can come watch and support them. I also work on the Next Gen committee for the fair and rodeo, so I'll be there all week. So if you want to come say hi, I'll be there.
All right, we have a fun little wrap-up. So, Grady, do you have any funny stories or memories from working on the ranch that with your family or with friends that you'll never forget?
There's a lot. The cattle that we get to catch, most of the time it gets pretty hectic, but it's fun when you're working with people that you really enjoy to be around.
Luke, is there any funny story or memories that you'd like to share about working on the farm?
Grandpa and Dad yelling at me
How often do you get yelled at?
every day. Every day.
All right. Payne, how can our listeners get involved and suggest topics?
So if you want to get involved with the podcast, you can follow us on our Spotify, Instagram, or YouTube page. And if you want to suggest topics or future guests, you can DM us on our Instagram page. And the Barnyard, it's at barnyard.banter.podcast, which is linked below.
All right, Grady, do you have any advice that you would give younger FFA members looking to get involved?
If you see somebody that you really mentor or look up to, ask questions. Reach out to them. Even if you see them in the hallways at school, talk to them. Try to get your name more out there and talk to the people that will really be willing to help you. Our ag teachers are really good at helping each other and helping other kids get involved. They really strive to make us better for the FFA chapter and for the community. So just reach out there and put your name out there.
Luke, do you have any advice for younger FFA members?
I don't know, just take the step to anything in ag, and I don't know.
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast.
We're excited about our upcoming podcast that will post on the first and third Mondays of every month.
Next on the podcast, we'll be learning all about the Texas FFA Foundation.
Thank you so much for listening.
Peace, love, ag.